All right, so hello, my friend. So the truth is, 7 days from now, you can actually be in profit mode. You could be set up to start making money very confidently online, even if you are starting from scratch. And that's what we're going to break down in its entirety in this video. Because here is what I've discovered is that oftentimes it's not lack of skill that prevents us from making money online and making all the money that we actually desire. But what actually prevents us is being in business models that don't really serve the path that we want to be on. And that's exactly what I found for me. So I'm not new to making money online. I'm not new to digital marketing world. I'm not new to digital products. I'm not new to digital entrepreneurship. But a couple of years ago, 2023, I knew that I needed a pivot because I was burnt out. I was trading a lot of time for dollars. I was doing a lot of client work, and I was also doing a lot of creator work, meaning I was creating digital products. I was creating big, robust coaching and mentorship containers, and I was burnt out. And I happened to, let me grab my notes. I actually happened to find a lady that was earning $22,000 a month. And what was so unique about me discovering her was that not only was she making the kind of money that I wanted to make for myself, but she was doing it in a way that was so attractive. Like all I could think was I wanted that. And so what I found out is that she was not creating her own digital products. She wasn't creating products at all. She didn't have any kind of launch schedule. So she wasn't launching. She didn't have one-on-one coaching clients. She wasn't building mentorship containers, none of that. Instead, what she was doing in order to earn that $22,000 a month is that she was actually selling one simple digital product to many via social media. That was her strategy. So what I was accustomed to was at that time, I had a $2,500 coaching container where somebody would come across my information, want to work with me, and they paid $2,500, right, to have access for a year. But that $2,500 per person, it came at a very, very steep price. Of my sanity. It involved me trading a lot of time for dollars, right? Working with people one-to-one, as well as trading time, creating a lot of products to fulfill that actual coaching container. And what she did was actually in reverse. So she was selling a mid-ticket product, right? A lot of people like to call it a high ticket, but it was a mid-ticket product, a $500 product, but she was selling it to many. So on any given day, right, she could make 2 sales, make 3 sales, and end up earning, $1,000 to $1,500 in one single day. And she was doing it through social media. So in order to make those sales, she was not trading her time for dollars, meaning because she was operating one product to many, she could go live. And that was the mechanism that she used. That was the format that she used, was live streaming. Not that you have to use live streaming, right? But she was using social media. That's what you've got to know. And so why it was so attractive to me is because while she might have traded that 1 hour to go live to earn $1,000 to $1,500 in one single day, there was no fulfillment after that, meaning once the product was sold, she was not obligated to do any kind of coaching. She wasn't obligated to do any kind of mentorship. She wasn't obligated to create any kind of product or offers or anything for the customers that she was selling to, because she was selling them a complete system. And so that opened my whole mind to the idea of digital reselling. And that's essentially what she was doing. For me, it wasn't a new concept, but I first saw it in a way that made sense. Like I saw it in a way that could be long-term, right? I saw longevity. I saw sustainability in the way that she was actually doing it. And so I decided to make a hard pivot. Like I didn't even think about it. I was like, that is what I want. And so that is what I set myself up to get. I didn't think about it, none of the things. I'm like, that is exactly what I want. I want to earn in that way. I want that kind of lifestyle. I want it to be that easy. And so I set myself up to actually make that real for myself. And so what I want to share with you is, first off, we're going to actually talk about the steps. All right. I'm going to talk about why digital reselling, what digital reselling is, and how, right, it's designed to work for you. That's what's really, really fun. All right. So digital reselling is much like franchising. So instead of having an idea and starting a business from scratch, you actually decide to invest into a franchise where essentially you're buying into an established system, right? An established product line, right? An established way of doing business that has already been working for other people. The beauty in that is that, number one, you don't have to create, right, the product or the opportunity or the business or the system yourself. So you get to skip over all the figuring it out. You get to skip over all the guessing and hoping that what you put in place works. And instead, you get to dive right in and begin learning and taking action on a proven system that's already been working for other people. right? So it's clearly worth the investment, right? Because if you want your sanity and you want your time back and you want to get started really, really quickly, this allows you, right, to be able to get set up and to literally be set up to get into profits or be in profits or set up for profits within 7 days. Now, I want to make sure I make this very clear. I am not making you a guarantee or any kind of income claim. All I can tell you is that by using this kind of system, I was able to make my very first sale on day number 3 when I got started. And then when I pivoted my business and got started with this particular system, I was able to get out there on a Monday, right, and begin selling. And I made my first sale with this system on Wednesday. And it only took me a weekend, right, to actually get set up. And that's going to move me into the second step. So I hope you understand, all right, digital reselling gives us the exact same benefits as someone that buys a McDonald's franchise. Why do you think someone opts to buy a McDonald's franchise versus saying, let me take my hamburger recipe to the market, right, and start my own hamburger, restaurant? Well, that's why they would invest into a franchise system, is that they're buying into an established system. And I think that needs to be a keyword that you write down in your notes. Because again, it's not skill that prevents a lot of us from making the money that we want to make. It's a system, right? We're not buying into systems, right? We're buying into business ideas, right? We're buying into concepts and we're lacking the actual system, right? A system is the thing that will allow you to be able to make money while you sleep or while you live your life and do what it is that you want to do. Systems are designed to work for you. All right. So digital reselling gives you an established system that you can begin plugging into and get into profit status really, really quickly. The second part, all right, is the only 3 steps that you need to follow in order to get this working for you. All right. So step number 1 is that you've got to learn the actual business. Let me switch my notes here. I got some good stuff for you here. Now, here's where a lot of people go wrong when it comes to learning how to make money online, is they think they have to learn all the things. So again, it's never skill, right? It's a system. So instead of getting started and thinking you've got to learn everything about digital marketing or everything about making money online, all you have to learn is how to make money with the system that you're plugging into. All right. And so you're going to come in and you're going to learn the actual system. You're going to learn what's already working for other people. How are other people getting out there using these social platforms to actually make money with this business? What's the strategies? What are the tactics? What are they actually doing? That is what you need to learn when you first get started. So when you invest into a McDonald's franchise, did you know that once you've invested your dollars, right, you're then sent to Hamburger University? Hamburger University is not designed to teach you the business of business, like everything about business. It's designed to teach you how to run your McDonald's franchise, how to open your McDonald's store, how to be successful in your McDonald's business, right? You're actually learning that business, right? So with this kind of structure, what I found and why I knew more people needed to know about it and why I got it set up so quickly is because when you dove in, it wasn't trying to teach you everything, right, about how to make money online. It's not about all the things and all the ways and all the possibilities. It's, no, let's get you set up and let's actually show you what's working for people that are running this kind of business. I hope I'm getting you to really, really see this. All right, so you're going to dive in and you're going to start to learn the business. Your next step is you're then going to get it set up. All right, now what do I mean by set up? I don't mean that we're going to teach you all about websites and then say, now go out there and figure out how to create a website. I mean, we're going to actually give you the actual system. Right? We're going to actually give you the plug and play sales system, right? So that all you've got to do is click a button and follow some simple videos that will show you how to connect all the things that need to be connected, because you're not jumping into a plug and play system where it's just a link that somebody can take away from you. We're literally giving you a sales system that you get to own and control forever. We're talking about your payment processor so that when someone pays you, right, it's your money going instantly to you. So yes, we're getting you set up for a business, but we're making sure it's your business. But we've taken the guesswork out of the setup, right? Because we're actually giving you the frameworks. We're giving you the system. We're giving you the assets, right? We're giving you the copy. We're giving you the emails to plug in, right? So when it's all said and done, your system is set up, ready to make you $500 sales if you decide that you want to sell, right, this business as your own, right? And it's your system. Finally, for step number 3, that's where you begin reselling it. This means beginning to post, beginning to market, right, and begin making sales from people that come across your information and decide they want this kind of business model as well. For every single sale that you make, anyone that comes across your information, your content, right, you have a license that allows you to earn 100% profits, right? So you sell the system for $500, just like I sell the system for $500, just like my mentor sold the system to me for $500. And guess what? She got that $500. When people buy it from me, I get the $500. When you buy it from me, I will get the $500. And then when you follow these 3 steps and you get out there, people will buy it from you, right? And you will earn the $500. There's no splits. There's no commissions. This is pure profits. And when it comes to posting and it comes to marketing, this is where it gets really, really fun, is that number one, you get to pick what platform. If you don't want to be on YouTube, choose Instagram. If you don't want Instagram, choose TikTok, right? If you don't want TikTok, choose Facebook. You can actually choose the platform. And again, because this is a system, you're taught how to use those platforms and how to post on those platforms within the system. And then on top of that, you're also given a marketing bot that will actually help you in creating all of the content that you need to post on your chosen platform. So if you need reels, right, or social media posts, or video scripts, or short scripts, or emails, or TikToks, or threads, or Facebook posts, or stories, right, our marketing bot will help you step by step create every stitch of the content. Do you see the benefit, right, of having a system that you can buy into? Gives you everything that you need. And again, how simple it can be with a made up mind to say, you know what? I want to do what Steph said. I want to get this set up in a week or in a weekend. And then to be able to get out there, right, and be positioned to start making money really, really quickly. So before I talk about why 100% profits, or what 100% profits can really, really mean for you, and the importance of this level of ownership and control, I just want to share that when I pivoted my business, in my very first full year of reselling the system, I was able to make $110,000. And it's not just the money, it literally is. It felt like my easiest year in business. Out of all the years that I've been online, it felt so easy. It was so freeing. And it just felt really, really incredible to not only be able to make the money, but to be able to make the money by offering other people a really great opportunity to go out there and essentially do the same thing that I was able to do for myself. It's like inviting someone onto a journey where they're not just getting information, right, but they're also getting opportunity. And believe it or not, right, that's highly, highly attractive if you're wanting to make money quickly online, is because there are so many people out there that they don't want just a course. They don't want just an ebook that's going to teach them how to do something, because if you just buy a course or you just buy an ebook and you go through the information, you're still left with having to figure out, what do I now do with the information? How do I turn, right, this information into an opportunity for me? Where with a system like this, you're not only given the information, right? You're also given the steps to get set up. You're given all of the resources, but you're also given an instant opportunity so that you can learn. And you're not just arbitrarily learning, but again, you're learning exactly how to be successful in this business, right? Again, and the information that you learn, right, it can still be translated, right, or transferred to anything else that you want to sell online, right? That's the beauty in this. All right. So $110,000 in my very first year of selling this. And it was ease. It was light. It was fun. Like, I had a blast, right? And it was so refreshing compared to burning out, right? With creating my own products and being on that hamster wheel of trading so much time, right? For the kind of money that I wanted to earn. And it's just going up from there. I'm right now, my whole focus, my whole goal is to build $1 million a year business for myself. Again, with this as the backbone to my entire business. And so now I'm going to talk about why 100% profit is really, really important to your business when it comes to ownership and control. With this business, number one, you're going to own your email list. So it's like every stitch of work that you put into getting this business going, right? You're building your own asset. Number one, you're building your very own email list, which is going to help you make more money long term. Number two, you're building your own buyer list. So every single person that buys the system from you, because they're just like you, right? They want something simple. They want something done for them. They want a plug and play system. They want a franchise type model. Like, they really, really understand the benefits of this kind of business, and they decide to buy it from you, right? That's your buyer. That's not a buyer you're sharing with anyone else. It's 100% your buyer. And one of the easiest sales to make in your business is your buyers buying more products from you. So the beautiful side of owning your own email list and owning your own buyers list is that a percentage of your buyers will go on to purchase other products and or services that you might decide to offer as well. All right. I benefit in that way in my business, and I'm telling you, like, it's a real part of business. All right. But a lot of models out there, right, where they present like ease, they take elements like this out of it though for you, meaning it's easy for you, but they're collecting your buyers, right? They're building their email list off of your efforts. In this instance, no one is building their email list off of your efforts. In this instance, no one is building their buyer list off of your efforts. Your buyers are your buyers. That's really, really important. And that's something that the business builders inside of this community, they really, really, really do love. Number three is that when it comes to the money, it's all yours. It's 100% profits. It goes through your payment processor of choice, which again, we help you set that up within our system. And every single time a sale is transacted, right, that's $500 instantly to you, right, on way to your bank account. There is no splits. It's your dollars through and through. And so a lot of opportunities that do talk about ease or simplicity or plug and play, they take an element of control out of it, right? So your business really is at risk, where in this instance, right, you still have every bit of ownership and control. So you get to make the money and still really, really be building your own business. And for me, I think that's really, really key. And I want to share just a couple of really, really like amazing things that go down in our community, just to kind of share, like kind of like proof that this is a really solid way of getting set up for business. And I just want to add this up front. Let me just tell you, like selling something for $500 that you don't have to create, that you don't have to manage, that you don't have to contribute to, that you don't have to update. It really, really is amazing. And to know that there is community support for both yourself and your customers, like you're selling something really, really, really good, right? To help people that want to learn how to make money online. Like that's the best way that I can put it. On my whiteboard, I have that the way that I see what it is that I do is that it's the most supportive digital business that a woman can buy. Like that's the way I look at it. It's so supportive. Everything is here for you. And you get to earn $500 every single time you successfully make a sale. Like it, to me, it doesn't get much better than this. And so a couple of things. Number one, when it comes to the kind of money that I make in my business, I don't like talking about like exactly what I earn. I think that's irrelevant to you. But I think what you do want to know is that this kind of business has allowed me to be able to wake up to $500 sales, to hear cha-ching while I'm sleeping, knowing that I made money while I was sleeping. Just this past weekend, I was scrolling my phone and it was something non-business related. Like I think I was looking up skincare, or I think I was looking up candles because Bath and Body Works was running a sale. Anyways, I was on my phone scrolling, and then all of a sudden, right, the little PayPal notification pops up, and just like that, another customer. See what I'm saying? Like I'm not closing sales. Setting up this kind of system allows me to be able to have a business that has the ability to pay me while I'm just doing the things that I do in life. And that's really, really beautiful. And the same can be true for you as well. And that's what I want to paint for you, is that sky is the limit. The possibilities are there for you. It's literally your opportunity to either flop or to flourish with. And that is what I love, is that the ownership of success is 100% on you, but that you get to come into a proven system, learn the proven system, learn what is already working for people like me that are out there making money with this system, and not have to figure out a lot of things as you're getting going. The reason this is like so, I don't even know the right word. The reason why this is like such a good thing is that when you start from scratch, there's a lot of things you have to figure out. And so the path to starting to making money, it's long. Where with something like this is why you can get started. And if you want to be totally set up and you want to be learned on what it takes, you can get out there and you can decide to make your first sale as fast as you want to, right? Because the system is designed for that, because you don't have to think about any of the setup. You don't have to think about a lot of the things that go into starting a business from scratch, because you're hand delivered everything. And all you have to do is just connect things and then get out there and start applying what you've learned about marketing and posting, using our marketing bot to give you all of your content, and then just get out there on a daily basis and do your posting and do your marketing. And so that's exactly how people are able to come online and make sales so quickly with systems like this. This is exactly how, when I was brand spanking new, it wasn't as great of a system, but it was a system like this that allowed me to get out there and make my first sale on day number 3. It's exactly how I was able to come into this system, right? Get out there, start marketing, use the weekend to learn and set up my business, get out there on Monday, start sharing this with people, and then make my first sale right on Wednesday. And I think it was like $1,500 or $2,000 in my very, very first week. It wasn't even a full week, right? It's because it's designed to operate this way. All right. It's not mystical. It's not magical. It was designed this way on purpose, right? That's why we take away the element of having to start from scratch. I also wanted to share some things that community members have actually shared about this system. This is the information and the business style, right, that I have been searching for. I want you to really understand what this is saying. This person was searching for this kind of information. They were looking for this style of business, and they came across it, right? They dove in and they realized they got exactly what they had been searching for. Why that's important for you is because there are many, 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 many people that are searching for this style of business, and oftentimes they don't even know it exists. Like they don't even know it's a thing, right? They're likely looking for something that's harder, not realizing it can actually be this easy. The reason I share that with you is because the customers are plentiful. There are many, many people out there, right, that are looking for this that could literally become your customers. I also love this particular testimony or feedback because it lets me know that exactly what we say is exactly what people get. People's minds are generally blown when they come inside the system and they see how well set up it is. This isn't just like a junkyard of information. It's not just a bunch of information for the sake of selling a $500 system. It is literally step by step. It's guided. Like, it's impossible to get lost. You literally can come in here knowing nothing about making money online, be guided through, right? And then again, be ready to come out marketing, posting, and position to make sales. Like, it literally is beautiful. Something else someone says, this makes it so easy to get started. It's exactly what I needed, a total business in a box. And then someone else says, this has been the easiest way to make money for me. And this particular person made $3,000 in their first 30-ish days of getting out there and really beginning to focus on their marketing. All right, so if this sounds like something where you're like, I need this, if you were like I was when I found my mentor that was marketing, right, such a system, then I'm going to encourage you, right, go down below to the description, click on myturnKeyBusiness.com, right? See that this is everything that I said it is and decide to get started. You're going to have access to all of the training that you need, all of the setup instructions and resources that you need, your sales systems, every single thing that you need, the most beginner-friendly training when it comes to marketing, posting, and getting yourself set up to start making money online, backed by weekly office hours. So if you have questions, concerns, just want to hang out with other people that are on the same kind of journey as you, right? You can join us on office hours. And again, it's just a reminder that you're supported and that you're never in this by yourself. One thing that people keep saying, and you'll see it on my website, is that, Steph, this is worth so much more than $500. And it is. It absolutely is. Because I know what I've put into like mentorship and coaching containers that I've had over the years, and because I know the kind of opportunities I've marketed throughout the years that had far less value, but offer that far less value, but they were way more expensive. Like, we're talking about thousands of dollars just for the opportunity to make money, but the information, the value, the support wasn't there. We could easily be asking well over $1,500 for this system, but it's literally $500 to get started. And just think, with your very, very first sale, you've broken even, and then every sale after that, pure profits in your pocket. So I hope that you're leaving better. You truly can be set up in business, ready for profits, ready for your first $500 sale within 7 days, right? But you got to stop scrolling. You've got to stop consuming, and you've got to decide to get in the game. This is real, and it can really happen for you. I'll drop my link down below in the description. I look so forward to seeing you in my next video, and I hope to see you inside of the community. Bye-bye.